And welcome back to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we got another trash fisher treasure for you. So y'all stay tuned. Alright, well, we did a little offshore yesterday, and in here in the ice we brought home a little surprise. Let's go put him on the cleaning table. You know, sometimes when you see these guys in the water, they look like a cobia. This is no cobia. It's a Remora. And I figure, hey, you know, he looks like he got a little bit of meat on him. He's a medium, mid-column eater. Look at that sucker on the back of his head. Wow, look at that thing. That sucker plate. Freaking cool. It's got little like teethers on it, like a shark skin almost. And his mouth, I don't know if we can get his mouth to open, but his mouth opens at the bottom like that. He spends a lot of time sucked up to the bottom of a shark or a ray. And they'll come after your bait. This was the smaller of the two I caught. But I already had this one in a cooler and didn't want to, you know, keep him unless I know he's good to eat. So we're going to find that out very shortly. So let's go ahead and put him on the fish cleaning table and fillet him up. Kind of hard to hold on to, too. Almost impossible to hold by the tail. See how his tail tapers down real fast. I don't know if he's got a lot of meat on him. I know he was eating my chum. And he ate a big old piece of sardine. This pat on the back of his head is pretty cool. You see it's kind of like his fin, but it's flattened down. And he curls up on the edges. I guess he, you know, that's how he sucks himself to the shark. And releases when he needs to. We're going to try to get him just like just about any other fish. Just going to get right in behind the head there. And we'll start back down by the tail. It's hard to get the lay on his side though because of this big flat head. Maybe we'll go ahead and take his head off first. I should be able to flatten him out a little bit then. Any fish is going to be kind of bloody when you cut that head off like that. Pretty tough. Let me get the water. Got pretty tough looking skin. Let's see if we can get it right down next to the bone there, right down his back. Start opening him up. Got beautiful white flesh. Maybe not a lot of it, but ribs, you can feel those ribs, so we're just going to go right over top of the ribs. There's the pin bones. Actually, not doing a very good job because he wants to flip over on this side, so I'm going to come back on the bottom side. The skin reminds me of triggerfish. difficult animal to fillet, just due to the shape of him. It looks like we got a little strip of meat right there, right up down to the pin bone. Like I said, that skin is like a triggerfish's skin, like leather. Very hard to cut this guy. That's a little strip of meat we're going to get off of him. Hopefully it's tasty. Chum with my knife. Beautiful piece of meat. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to put the other side back in the cooler, and we'll cook this up, see if it's fit to eat. If it is, we'll slide the other side. All right, guys, we're gonna do this. My favorite fried fish recipe. This is just a very light, delicate looking. Looks almost like mahi. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare this for frying. So in the bowl here, I'm just gonna go with 1 egg. I don't need the whole thing, but obviously they don't come in a smaller package. And I'm going to put into this 1 tablespoon of mayo. Okay, for those of you that sub me, you know that I use this quite a bit. It makes the best batter for just about anything that I've ever found. We're just going to take a whisk. You do really need a whisk to get this to incorporate, but see, it does quite quickly when you have the right tool. So there we have our pre-batter. So let's get ready for the dry side. Okay, we got our fish pieces cut in 2 little pieces there. We're going to go ahead and hit them with a little bit of our Seminole Swamp seasoning. You can use Everglades, and if you like the Cajun stuff, use Tony's. This is kind of our favorite, Seminole Swamp. Buy this only online now, as far as I've found. So we're going to go right into our egg mayo mixture and just coat all sides of that. Alright, and our second bowl over here, we got standard old panko breadcrumbs. Not going to need a lot for these 2 little pieces of fish. Here we got a piece of aluminum foil down, so we could probably just sprinkle a little layer and then lay the fish right on it, and sprinkle some right over the top. I'll roll them around a little bit with panko, or you can just put them in the bowl and shake them like this. Whichever way you prefer. That the egg mayo mixture helps a lot of this panko to stick, and when it cooks, it actually forms a crust, a complete envelope to keep your fish from drying out. So there you go. Those are ready for the deep fryer. We already got the Dutch oven going over here on the fire. We got our number 10 Dutch oven with the grapeseed oil, and the way I check temperature on it, I dropped a little piece of the panko. If it immediately sizzles and floats to the top, you're pretty close on temperature. Alright, let's go ahead and drop our Remora fingers right on in that hot grease. Very carefully on this. Alright, just going to deep fry them out. Alright guys, well, fish cooled off a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and give it a try. You see that, you know, it did fry up nice and golden brown, and texture, very, very nice texture. So let's give it a shot. Meat as good as a snapper. Tastes a lot like mangrove snapper, which stands to reason because they eat a lot of the same things and live in the same areas. That's pretty damn good right there. As far as fish that most people throw back immediately just because it's ugly. You know, a lot of people don't know that Chilean sea bass that you order in some high-end restaurants is really the Patagonian toothfish. This is pretty ugly too, but he's delicious. This Remora, delicious. Trash fish or treasure? Treasure all the way. Treasure. Not a lot of meat on him, but definitely treasure. So if you're out there reeling in red snappers left, after, right, can't keep none of them, catch a nice size Remora, bring them home, fillet them up, put them on a deep fry. You'll be glad you did. This is really good. I mean, look at that. Hey, thanks for watching the Backwoods Gourmet today. Trash, fish, or treasure. Today, another treasure, Remora. As always, please subscribe, share, comment. Hey, if you like what we're doing, hit that like button. So we'll see you next time.